Darn it. All right. For those of you, I just turned on the recording. We spent the first 7 minutes going over the type of problems that we're going to be doing this week. If you watch the recorded lesson tutorial, I go through the same thing. This is problem number 1 on the practice. So the natural log of 9 is 2.197. Okay, so 2.197 is equal to 4 minus 4x. Now it's just a regular equation. It's no longer a log or an exponent problem. It's just a regular equation. So I'm just going to subtract 4 from both sides. Okay, so I end up with what? 2.197 minus 4 is equal to negative 1.803 is equal to negative 4x. I'm going to divide by negative 4. And I end up with 0.45. 0.7. Letter A. All right. Any questions on that problem? It was an exponent problem, but I rewrote it as a logarithm, and then I solved it as a logarithm. Okay. Any questions on that, or are we okay with that? All right. Let's go to practice problem number 2. Now this one I can rewrite. I can do 2 different ways, okay? And I will do it both methods. It really doesn't make any difference how I do this problem. So I'm gonna do it both of the methods that I showed you guys, okay? So I'm just gonna draw a line down the middle here. First method I'm gonna do is, let's see here. So I've got 9 to the 2x equals 27. I'd rather do it as a logarithm. So I would just go log base 9 of 27. Oops, 27 is equal to 2x. All right. I do need to know what log base 9 of 27 is, and I don't know what that is. And I shouldn't have turned off my Desmos calculator, to tell you the truth. I'm bringing it back up so I can do these problems. Can anybody tell me what log base 9 of 27 is? Because my calculator's taking a long time to load up. Okay, so the first method I'm using is I'm rewriting it as a logarithm. Okay, so let's see if somebody. So 1.5. Okay, thank you. So log base 9 of 27 is 1.5. I'm going to use 3/2. No, I don't care. It doesn't really matter. 1.5 is equal to 2x. I'm going to divide through by 2. So 1.5 divided by 2. That one my calculator can't do, my cheapo one. Divided by 2 is equal to 0.75, or 3/4. That's one method. Now the other method I could use is I could get common bases. Okay, because 9 is equal to 3 to the second, right? And 27 is equal to 3 to the third. So I can rewrite 9 as 3 to the second, but I still have that 2x there, is equal to 3 to the third. Well, the bases are the same, so the exponents are equal. So 2 times 2x, that's 4x, is equal to 3. Divide through by 4, and I end up with x equals 3/4. I get the exact same answer. This way was way easier because I did not need to use a calculator to figure out what log base 9 of 27 is. Both methods work in this problem. Now, they don't always work like that because remember, in that first problem, there was no way we were going to get common bases. Not a chance. But in this problem, yeah, I could write the 9 and the 27 with the common base. That's not too hard. All right. Any questions on that problem? All right, let's try number 3. I'm going to let you guys do a little bit of work this time by yourselves. Okay, so number 3, on the practice, we have 1/5 to the x power is equal to 1 over 25. Okay. Now, some of you would be able to do this in your head. I mean, there's not a lot of work to do on this problem. Can anybody tell me what the answer is right off the bat? Just by looking at it? Yeah, 2. Exactly. Because 1/5 to the second power. Oh, ABC. Okay, that's fine. 1/5 to the second power is 1 over 25. Okay, so not a lot of work to do on this problem. All right, let's go to the next one. Got to get a harder one for you guys to work on. All right. Solve the logarithmic equation for x. Okay, so natural log of x is equal to 8. I'm going to let you guys work on this one, see what you get. Okay, and I will tell you one thing. I would rewrite the natural log of x as log base e of x, and then I would rewrite it as an exponent, just the way I would do the problem. All right, looks good. If I was going to do this problem, and I'll work it out just because there are some kids that come in and watch the session, I have natural log of x equals 8. I'm going to rewrite this as a log base e of x equals 8. And then I'm going to change this to an exponent. So I have e to the 8th is equal to x. Now I can't do this. I don't even, my cheapo calculator doesn't have an e button. Let me see if I can get this pretty close. 2.71 raised to the 8th power. I end up with 2,909. All right, so obviously E is not 2.71. It's on and on and on. So I'm assuming that the answer is C, though, because that would be pretty close. All right, so I'm going to go with letter C. Any questions on that? Okay, it's a logarithm. I just rewrote it as an exponent and then solve from there. Okay, next problem. I have the log of x equals 2. Again, I'm going to take this logarithm and I'm going to rewrite it as an exponent. So I've got log, and remember, when there's no base, it's 10. So log base 10 of x equals 2. Well, I'm going to rewrite this as an exponent. So 10 to the second is equal to x. 10 to the second is 100. Oh, way too easy. Way too easy on that problem. They are going to get tougher. Trust me. All right, next problem. I'm going to let you guys work on this one for a little bit, and I'm going to go into Desmos and see how you do. But this one's a little bit tougher. I mean, I don't think you're going to have too many problems with this one. Okay, but I'm going to turn off my mic, let you guys do some work, and then just put your answer in the chat box. All right, I'm sitting here yapping away, and I don't have my mic on. That happens quite a few times. Okay, let's go to this problem. I'm looking at this, and it's like, okay, I've got a logarithmic equation. There's only one log. Usually when there's only one log, the key is just to rewrite it as an exponent. So I'm going to rewrite this one as 3 to the 6th is equal to 8 minus x. Well, 3 to the 6th, that is a number. So I'm just going to go 3 raised to the 6th power. That is 729 is equal to 8 minus x. I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. So I end up with a 721 is equal to negative x. Well, I can't have a negative x, so I divide through by negative. So negative 721 is equal to x. And the answer should be letter C. Awesome. Looks like everybody got that. Great job. Okay, let's go to the next one. So now we have more than one logarithm. If there's more than one logarithm, you cannot rewrite it as an exponent. What you want to do is you want to condense it as much as possible. And remember, if you end up with one log on one side and one log on the other side, you can cross them off. All right, so what I'd like you to do, spend a little bit of time with this problem, see what you get. Wesley, I have to say, amazing work. Now, Arnold, I know you got the right answer, but you didn't have as much work, so I could not follow your work through. I mean, you had enough that I knew what you were doing. And this is where, you know, these problems, they look really, really tough. Are either of you guys juniors, or is anybody in here juniors this year? Wesley, you're a junior. Wesley, are you taking the ACT test next week on Tuesday? Because remember, ACT testing, where are you taking it? The Dells? Okay, I'll be up in Green Bay giving out the ACT test next week. When you get to the very end of the math part, you'll probably see one or two log problems in there. And usually a lot of students, they've never seen logs before they take the ACT test, but logs, when you see a log problem or an exponent problem, you should be thinking, yes, this is going to be an easy problem, because they can't make them really difficult. So this problem here, the first thing I did is when I looked at this problem, it's like, oh, I'm going to condense this. So that's going to be the log base 2 of 8x is equal to, and then I'm going to condense this, and that gives me the log base 2 of 9 x minus 6. I've got 1 log on both sides. I can cross those off. So now I'm really just left with 8x is equal to, and then I'm going to multiply this through real quick, 9x minus 54. And then I'm just going to subtract 9x from both sides. So 1x equals, nope, negative 1x equals negative 54. So x equals 54. Now, that looked like a really, really tough problem. And if you've never done logs before, you probably would have thought it was a hard problem too. But in reality, you know, if you know how to condense logs and solve equations, a fairly simple problem. You did it the roundabout way and slightly longer. Lots of kids do that. They make math way harder than what it's supposed to be. All right, let's go to the next problem. Let's see here. Another logarithm problem, but in this problem, I'm looking at it and it's like, oh boy, this is not going to be one where I can cross off a log on both sides, okay? If I was going to, when I look at this problem, I look at it and it's like, okay, I can condense this. There's a minus sign here, so I can rewrite this as log base 4 of x plus 8 over x minus 8 is equal to 4. Now I look at it and it's like, okay, I've got 1 logarithm. Well, usually when I have 1 logarithm, that tells me that I should rewrite it as an exponent. So I'm going to rewrite it as an exponent. 4 to the 4th power is equal to x plus 8 over x minus 8. Well, 4 to the 4th power is just a number. It's a 256. So now I've got 256 is equal to x plus 8 over x minus 8. I look at this and it's like, oh, proportion time. I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm left with a 256 and then x minus 8 is equal to x plus 8. I don't have any place else to write it. All right, so I've got 256 x minus 8 is equal to x plus 8. All right. Whew. Now I'm going to multiply through here. So that gives me 256x minus 256 times 8, which is 2048. Uh-oh, somebody, did I make a mistake? All right, so yeah, yeah, 256 times 8, that's going to be a, yeah, is equal to, and then what is that, x plus 8? So is equal to x plus 8. So I'm going to subtract 1x from both sides. So that gives me what, 255x, and bring the 248 over here. So 248 plus 8 is equal to 2056, I think. So now it looks like all I have to do is divide through by 255, and I know my work is really messed up here. So 2056 divided by 255, 8.06. Woohoo! When in doubt, pick C. So that was a little bit more intense, but really, this is the only new stuff, right? Once you rewrite it down here, now it's just basically solving an equation. There's no logarithms in there. There's no exponents in there. That's just, so a lot of times after you do the first or second step, you don't have a logarithm anymore. It's just a regular equation to solve. So those are the times when, you know, you look at a problem, it's like, wow, it really looks hard to do. But after the first or second step, it's like, no, this is no longer a log problem. This is no longer an exponent problem. This is just a regular equation that I have to solve. All right, let's try the next one. I'm going to let you guys work on this. Oh, this one's way too easy. Now, this one, I would not use logarithms. Okay, I would not rewrite this exponent as a logarithm. And the reason why is I look at this and I have 2 to the 2x minus 1. Well, 4 I can write as 2 squared, can't I? So now I have common bases, so the exponents are equal. So I've got 2x minus 1 is equal to 2. Move the 1 over there. 2x equals 3. X equals 3 halves. Oh, that's way too easy. So if you can get the exponent or the bases to be the same, it makes the problem really easy to do. It's when you can't, then you're going to have to use logarithms. All right, let's see if the next one's a little bit tougher. Oh, all right, you guys should be able to do this one in your head. What's my answer here? 1/5 to the x power is equal to 125. Without doing any work, -3 is correct. 1/5 to the -3rd power is 125. I agree with you. Right, when in doubt, pick C. Have all of the answers been C so far today? I don't even remember. Seems like a lot of them have been. All right. Next question. Hopefully it's a little bit tougher. Oh, no. That was all the practice problems we had this week. All right. Let's see if I put anything in here. Nope. This was last week's. Tonight or this week, I can guarantee you, they're all going to be solving exponential and logarithmic equations. Let me jump in here 1 second. Let's see here. I'm not sure why my computer is working so slow today. One of the slower days here. All right, this is week 6. I just want to jump in here and see if there's a problem I can throw up on the board for you guys. See if we can find a hard one. Those are way too easy for you guys. Oh, some of those down there. Let's try. Oh, those are all pretty easy. Okay, let's try this one. I'm going to throw one up. See if you guys can get it. This is the third problem on number 4. We'll see if you guys can get this problem. All right, let's see if I can put this on them. All right, this is problem number 4. One of them. Uh-oh. It's not showing up. Oh, there we go. All right. Why don't you guys work that problem out, see what you get for an answer, okay? And just throw your answer into the chat box when you get it. Oh, and yeah, I thought you were just going to put x equals 2 down. You're absolutely correct. It should be plus or minus 2. The reason, if I rewrote this problem, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to condense this. So this would be, let's see if I can change my marker here. So this would be log base 5 of 6 times 2x squared, which gives me 12x squared, is equal to, and then this side is still just log base 5 of 48. I got 1 log on both sides, so I'm just going to cross them off. So I'm left with 12x squared is equal to 48. Divide through by 12. So I end up with x squared equals 4. Take the square root of both sides. x equals plus or minus 2. Woo. Looks like a pretty tough problem, but in the end, not so bad. All right, that was it for this week. Any questions on anything that we went over? If not, Wesley, good luck on your ACT testing next. Well, I'll tell that to you next week. But get outside this week. It's supposed to be beautiful after today. It's supposed to be up in the 40s. Gotta love it. Bye.